Ye shall not surely die. But deprived of the tree of life, Adam and Eve did die. The Bible gives this account. Altogether, Adam lived 930 years, and then he died. Our perfect world was blighted with the curse of sin. Planet Earth became a pest house of disease, cruelty, and death, engulfed in trouble, tears, and terror. And bewildered millions want to know why. When will it end? Who is to blame? Doesn't God care? Are we only a forgotten little planet out on the edge of the universe? A world that doesn't matter? It's easy to blame God for all the world's heartbreak and devastation, but who really is responsible for the havoc on Earth? Satan is the guilty one. Satan is the one responsible, the one who brought trouble to this planet and who has been pushing sin and suffering ever since. Jesus himself unmasked the devil and the way he afflicts. As he was teaching in the synagogue one Sabbath, he noticed a woman bent over with a crippling deformity. Jesus, touched by her pathetic circumstances, healed her. The rulers instantly criticized Jesus because the healing took place on Sabbath. But notice how he defended his actions. And ought not this woman, being a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan hath bound, lo, these 18 years, be loosed from this bond on the Sabbath day? Notice Jesus said that Satan had bound her. Satan was the guilty one. In fact, he is the sinister force behind all disease and suffering, heartache and death. Perhaps nowhere in the Bible is Satan and his strategy more clearly exposed than in the first chapter of Job. Here is recorded the conversation between the Lord and the devil. It was some time after the fall of Satan that the sons of God presented themselves before the Lord. Satan came too. A meeting of the sons of God, and Satan crashed the party. The Lord said to Satan, "Where have you come from?" In other words, the Lord was saying, "Who invited you? What right do you have to be here?" Satan answered the Lord, "From roaming through the earth and going back and forth in it." Satan claimed complete dominion over the earth and its inhabitants. He had taken over Adam's position. But Satan's claim to represent earth did not go unchallenged. Then the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him. He is blameless and upright, a man who fears God and shuns evil." The Lord was saying, "Wait a minute, there's Job. He hasn't chosen to serve you, he serves me." "Well," sneered Satan, "why shouldn't he? You've given him riches and honor. He's the greatest man of the East. No wonder he worships you. But take away all the things you've given him, and he will curse you to your face." What a challenge. Satan was claiming that the only reason for Job's loyalty to God was the things God did for him, not because he loved and trusted him. The Lord said, "Very well then, everything he has is in your hands, but on the man himself do not lay a finger." Satan left, eager to get his hands on Job's possessions. The blows soon began to fall. First, the Sabeans stole Job's cattle and murdered his cowhands. Next, lightning struck, killing his sheep and shepherds. Then the Chaldeans came and plundered Job's camels. But the most heartbreaking news of all was yet to come. A tornado demolished the home of Job's oldest son. A party had been in progress, and all 10 of Job's children were killed. Although overcome with grief, Job's loyalty to God was unchanged. He said, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." Job thought that the Lord had taken away his possessions and caused all the heartache. He didn't yet understand that Satan, the destroyer, was responsible. Although he couldn't understand the tragedies that devastated his possessions and family, Job trusted God's goodness just the same. Again, Satan challenged God, saying, "A man will give all he has for his own life. But stretch out your hand and strike his flesh and bones, and he will surely curse you to your face." The Lord said to Satan, "Very well then, he is in your hands, but you must spare his life." Would Job remain loyal to God when the going got rough, or would he turn his back on God? The test was on. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. Even though Satan had deprived Job of his possessions, his family, and his health, Job remained loyal to God. In all this Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly. Who was it that plagued Job? Satan. Who was it that stole his livestock and killed his servants? Satan. Who brought a tornado that destroyed Job's sons and daughters? Satan. The Lord may allow difficulties to come to test our loyalty and love, but Satan is the guilty one that is responsible for all the evil on planet Earth. You and I are caught in the center of a bewildering cosmic drama, a conflict between right and wrong, between light and darkness, between authority and lawlessness, between the Creator and the original rebel, Satan. We are not spectators. We are involved whether we want to be or not. The idea that Satan is only a myth or an influence leaves us totally unprepared to confront the intelligent being he actually is. John said, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." And Peter warned, "The devil as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." It was Satan working through the jealous mind of King Herod, who tried to destroy the Christ child of Bethlehem by decreeing that all children 2 years and under be killed. It was Satan who came to Christ in the wilderness, masquerading as an angel from heaven. If he could just get Christ to fail in some way or give up his mission of saving lost man, then Satan could have the dominion of planet Earth forever. To each temptation, Christ was triumphant. Finally, in desperation, Satan showed Christ all the kingdoms of the world and said, "All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me." All these things were stolen property. Satan had secured them by fraud and deceit. Jesus answered, "Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve." Satan departed a defeated foe, for the moment. He would return. There was still Calvary.